Like it or not, YouTube boxing has taken the world by storm. The dawn of a new age in boxing has begun and has seen rise to the biggest attention shift in sporting history. One of the most promising fighters to enter the scene is on a warpath to reclaim stolen glory.
Right now, it's 1-0 to Faze. Faze against the Beta Squad, so I need to make it draw.
Oh my God, they robbed temper.
I'm just trying to sort out this controversial win.
All the Faze guys, they were fuming.
Like, I don't understand, I wasn't even close. What the f?
In the world of combat sports, rivalries are forged for many reasons, but this one is personal.
Your whole team literally tried to sign us.
I heard other names, like other groups and stuff. I didn't hear Beta Squad.
You didn't hear Beta Squad. I know all the main ones. I know Faze Banks, Faze Draft. I don't know who you are in Faze.
From this fight, I want us to both bleed. I just want to go for it.
I needed to say something to them because I was so angry with how they doubted my boy. Every individual point of his life changed. From then onwards, it was just boxing for him.
Bro, your jab is sick.
Don't let the judges see the last thing there. When you take that walk to the ring, it could be the last time you take a walk.
After the first round, I was just thinking, go for it more, Kenny.
I'm trying to tell him what to do. Like, yo, come on, punch him.
With 4 big hooks, and the place is rocking as Kenny attacks.
We prepare for everything. We don't prepare just to box. We prepare to go to war.
The story's not over. Beta Squad and Faze aren't done.
Every athlete seemingly has that one moment, a pivotal point in their life that directs them towards a new path. For Kenny, his moment was viewed by millions and gave birth to a new challenger in the YouTube boxing scene.
It was 2 years ago when I sparred Chunks, and now the O2 Arena is right there, and I'm going to be fighting there in front of 20,000 people. That's crazy.
We went to go film a fun video, a boxing video with the Beta Squad. Winner gets an iPhone. It was just supposed to be a YouTube video. A switch just turned in Kenny's head from that day.
Watching Kenny's boxing journey has been incredible. Where he was at when he fought Chunks in the YouTube boxing video, which he did all that time ago.
Hand on heart, I didn't even think about this far. He made a YouTube video just for fun. He's like, I'm gonna be boxing, and he was rubbish. He wasn't great, and Chunks beat him pretty badly.
When I first got into the ring with Chunks, I'm like, yeah, this is more than just being strong.
It could potentially have been the thing that wanted to spur him on and make him take boxing serious. Potentially not, I don't know, whatever he says. I think that was that was like a turning point for Kenny, and I think that made him realize, you know what, I might want to get stronger, I might want to get fitter. Don't know what happened in that ring when he fought Chunks. Maybe he got hit a bit too hard, but for real, everything changed. Literally, every individual point of his life changed. From then onwards, it was just boxing for him.
After a successful career in YouTube, Kenny turned to boxing to discover a tough and exciting new challenge that would push him like never before.
You know what, that first training session in Finchley, ABC, I was overweight. Well, not overweight, but I had a lot of weight, as you can see from my face in that video. Me going to that gym was more to, get in shape, and on top of that, learn, basics about boxing, because I knew at some point in the future in the YouTube scene, I wanted to get into it. So I thought, let me make my journey, let me start now and just keep working at it and getting better.
From day one, I remember our first session, he had no rhythm whatsoever. I tried to put on James Brown, and even that didn't work. So to see him from that, not knowing how to move, not having no rhythm, not knowing how to jab, not knowing how to use his feet, head movement, defense, everything, to how he looks now, it's like he's even surprised me. I'm the one teaching him, but he still surprised me because I didn't think he would develop that quickly to the point where everyone's like, he looks like a real fighter.
If you would have asked me when I first started the boxing journey that I would be fighting in that arena, I would have been like, come on man, chill out.
Let's go. 15 seconds. Show me something. Yes, good. Good. Touch, touch, touch. Let's go. All the way to the end. The judges. Don't let the judges see the last thing there. Let's go. Let's go.
From day one, I told him, listen, if we're going to do this, I know you're a YouTuber, but I'm going to treat you like a fighter. You can't mess around in this game. You've got to take it serious. That's why we give absolutely everything when it comes to every training session.
You stay active, you stay active. That left hand, no matter who you've sparred throughout the whole time, especially in this camp, they always talk about your left hand. And if you saw against Haney versus Cambosos, what it can do, you know what I mean? Especially Sensei, he might say he wants to go to war and all that. Well, let's see, we'll be ready for that anyway. You can train someone, but you have to have a good student as well to listen to what you're teaching them.
My brother's like, when it comes to boxing, inspirational. He's what motivates me, you know, to work hard, you know, keep going. And you know what? Even in the gym, he's not even my brother, he's my coach. I refer to him as my coach in the gym.
That's good. When you start dictating like that and you reset yourself without waiting for him to come forward, yeah, it keeps you one step ahead.
I love Daly because I think Daly is the perfect person for Kenny. I think he's grabbed Kenny's brain and he's grabbed his own brain and just infused it into Kenny. And I think now the way Kenny sees boxing is the same way Daly sees boxing. So you couldn't ask for anything better.
Good, that's it. Yeah. Double. Body here. 2-3-2. 2-3-2. To do this, you have to be have a certain kind of character. I never thought in all my dreams that my younger brother from the YouTube world is gonna come to me and say, hey bro, can you train me for a boxing fight? Yeah. 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 Again. Again. Yeah. Good. Right hand. Good. He's dedicated, he's focused. I mean, the spars that he's had, the shots that he's been hit with, and he's right there the next day, you know, wanting to do it all over again. You know, the blood, sweat, and tears.
I'm not being biased. I feel like I work harder than, you know, any other YouTuber out there. I don't think there's any other YouTuber out there that's improved in such a short amount of time like I have. When you look at the first spar to my first fight, the improvement in just under a year, and my physique, it just shows you how hard I actually worked.
To understand why Kenny is working so hard for his second fight, we first have to explore the events that led him to this point. For Kenny's first fight, he would face the 6'4" southpaw martial artist and none other than Faze Temper. On March 5th, 2022, the young prodigy would make his boxing debut and give fans their first glimpse at all the hard work put in camp.
This is boxing, man. Kill or be killed.
His body with that hard jab.
Calm before the storm. This is where it's all gonna go down. This is actually very surreal. Being in this ring, I'm just soaking it all in, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for the show tonight. We got in the ring, we started, you know, manifesting the win. My coach got in the ring with me. We moved around a bit so I can get used to the ring.
Mentally, man. I can see it. Yeah, it's good. Legit have fun in there, alright? That's it. Just, bro, your jab is sick. Bro. It's the best punch in the game. Change levels, change the angles. You know, don't stay in one lane. Just change it up. Just change it.
Shot has to be tough as well.
Yeah, bro. It's no. Obviously, you're gonna want to do that, but once you get in there, just find yourself. You know, you don't have to hit. You know, step back a little bit, look around, come through, come back in, just all like that.
As the fight build-up reached its climax, anticipation for his walk-in was met with nerves, pressure, and uncertainty.
On the night, I felt relatively calm. I've done this with my fighters. I'm used to the crowd. I'm used to the lights, the media.
It was a very anxious feeling waiting for my name to be called out and going out to my song and walking to the ring.
Obviously, I'm gonna be worried about Kenny because he's going into his first ever fight, and I know what that's like, and it's dangerous as well.
Every emotion a human can feel, we felt that day.
It's a very dangerous sport. When you take that walk to the ring, it could be the last time you take a walk.
I remember heart was racing. Like we were all stood up on our chairs.
It was like everyone had their back turned, but as soon as they heard it, it was kind of like, here's the main event.
King Kenny TV had the greatest walkout I've ever seen, ever. If you were in that stadium that day, the atmosphere was crazy.
It was now time for Kenny to go to war.
And his eyes are just locked in, he's ready to go.
Joe, he said he wants to be the next big superstar. It's that simple. That's what Kenny wants.
For that reception, what he's just done.
In round one, I wasn't nervous at all. The whole plan for round one is to feel him out, see what angle he's gonna come out.
I just remember the first round when Temper came out, I was like, oh, actually, he looks like he knows what he's doing. He connected, but bro, I've sparred people that hit way harder than him. From round one, just my voice. I had no voice after this fight. I can hear myself now just shouting instructions.
He's taken a few punches. He needs to go back to his corner, refresh his mind and come out better the next round.
After the first round, people were telling me around me that Temper had won that round. But I was just thinking, go for it more, Kenny. Like, fight more. Like, in the sparring beforehand, he wasn't afraid to get hit.
Double jabs and triple jabs will be key for King Kenny going into this second round.
The first thing I said when he sat down, I said, listen, you lost this round, we need to step it up.
It was just like, wake up. Because I did need to wake up. I was getting beat in round one.
Faze has already shown his ability on the counter and his patience on the counter as well. But there, Kenny got through with that stiff jab and then moved right back out of range.
After the momentum weren't going your way, it's good for your confidence. You know, Kenny, you can see he's relaxed again. He needed that jab to kind of get him back in.
Building confidence, and we're seeing both guys trading here. And a fight breaks out here live.
We've got a real fight here.
We have a real fight on our hands. We can see, listen to the crowd.
My brother was like, right, I ain't letting you do that to me. And he just started warring him. And that's where Temper was uncomfortable.
Slightly moving, and then back.
Oh, listen to the crowd's response as Kenny closes that gap. And that's what they want to see.
And it's game time. This really is where it counts.
I remember after this round coming back to the corner and saying, listen, take it to war now. And to tell you the truth, that's what he needed to do more of. And it took him to the fourth round to really actually do that.
On the outside of him. Don't circle round into his shot. Keep the foot on the outside and keep touching him and touching him until you find that range. Shoot the right hand down the middle.
Long left in the fight, he needs to push the pace.
He got clipped with the lead right hand as well, Joe.
And another one just there.
Yeah, there was a combo in round 4 from Thomas where I was like, yeah, fuck this. Fuck this guy, I need to open up now. I swear to God, I just saw red and I was like, I need to fucking finish this guy.
He's really stepping up the gear now. But
Good
Kenny
shot
is
from
boxing.
Kenny.
This is
And Kenny's back with 4 big hooks. And the place is rocking as Kenny attacks.
He's seen red.
Going into this final round, I was feeling confident. Obviously, you never know. When it's a close fight, you never know which way it's going to swing.
Because at this point, I thought I'd won. So I was like, let me just score some points with the jab, keep him at distance.
Kenny just landed 2 very good punches as tempo was coming forward.
They were both going at it, and it wasn't really clear who won that round.
I'm trying to tell him what to do. Like, yo, come on, punch him. You're trying to punch him, you know what I mean? So I don't know why I was on the side. You just get very emotional, you get very involved.
Great shots there from Faze Tempo.
I felt like I was getting punched, generally. I'm there trying to slip.
And there we have it. That fight did not disappoint.
Yeah, I just felt like we'd done enough.
At that point, I thought he did enough in general to win the fight.
I was clueless. I did not know who won.
At the time, we were kind of like, this could go either way, we don't know.
When I hear that final bell ring, and it's like, for a second I have a big sigh of relief because the fight is over and Kenny's safe. And then straight after that, my heart starts pounding even more than when he first came up.
It was a very good fight. And then it was time for the announcement of the winner. No one spoke, everyone was just waiting.
I was literally asking everyone around me, but all I could base it off was the atmosphere in the stadium. Announcer 1 says Kenny wins.
Our first judge scores about 49-46 to the red corner.
Announcer 2 says Temple wins. Horrible feeling, I hated it, all right? My heart stopped.
Our second judge, 49-47 to the blue corner.
I think that was the most nerve-wracking moment, waiting for the result. And I just heard that.
King Kenny!
Well, the crowd have erupted here, Joe. The crowd are loving this. The support is phenomenal. It's what they wanted.
I think I was probably one of the first ones to run straight in the ring and just hug him, and then I think I hugged Daly as well.
I've never felt, and I'm being genuine, I've never felt a feeling of so much joy, and oh my gosh, and I just went, hugged Kenny, told him how proud I was of him.
I love you, man. I love you, I love you, boy.
Literally my longest friend when it comes to YouTube.
That felt insane, because like, obviously like remembering him when he was younger and stuff, just in the house, just chilling in the room, playing the Xbox, and now here he is, you know, winning a boxing match. Kenny inspires me a lot. He's a big inspiration.
It's like you're reborn again. That's how I felt in there. Like the way he worked for this moment, and then it all just comes out at that moment there. All the hard work, and then you're just relieved. You're like, yes, we done it.
Seeing where he came to now and getting that moment and winning in front of like tens of thousands of people, and even more online, I think that moment was the most beautiful moment.
I genuinely was so happy for him in that moment. I've seen my friends make faces I haven't seen before. It was insane.
Euphoric. It was crazy. It was the craziest feeling ever. Like I've done some big things in my life, but I can't lie, you don't really gauge it until you're on the sidelines and watching your friend like achieve some crazy things.
That is the best moment of my life. At Wembley Arena as well. Like if you told me when I first started training that I would be co-main on Wembley Arena celebrating as the winner with my boys, that was a surreal feeling.
Come on, man. Bro, you fucking won. Yeah.
After the victory, Kenny relished in his win, but the star's celebrations were short-lived, as a storm of controversy was on the horizon. What followed sent shockwaves through the YouTube boxing industry.
Oh my God, they robbed Temper.
Like, I don't understand, I wasn't even close.
Obviously, that was a robbery.
What the f? The people next to me scored it for Kenny, so I think it was closer than people are saying.
Nobody in Faze Clan, no one will ever work with you ever again.
As soon as the fight ended, We all celebrated, went to the back. Within the same 20 minutes, there was already tweets going on. Already, like YouTubers, people that are our friends, supporters, everyone just saying Kenny lost his fight, robbery, all that stuff.
Just randomly, I remember Sharky just saying to me, he's like, yo, have you seen Twitter? Everyone's grilling the fight.
Just trying to sort out this controversial win. I won, but then I looked at my phone. The first thing I saw was rigged, LL, you rigged your fight. I'm like, what?
At the beginning I thought maybe someone's salty. Maybe some people saw something we didn't.
YouTubers were coming up to me in the arena saying, well done, you won. I thought you won that, but online, everyone was saying I lost.
I'll tell you the truth. So I thought when I was watching it, it was 3-2 you, my opinion. I think Temper won the last and the first. But online,
this is what I'm saying, bro.
You know everyone's saying that you lost.
It just stole the moment. Forget us, not from us, but from Kenny.
So imagine you're on top of the world and then you just get dropped.
I felt very weird for like that night and the next day because I won, but essentially I didn't feel like I won, because if you win and the majority of people online are saying you lost, it's like, I don't even want the win anymore. Do you know what I mean? I was like, let me run it back with him and show you, man, that I can actually beat him, like convincingly, cleanly as well. There's been a lot of controversy behind my win. You know, a lot of people are saying it was a rigged fight, which I feel like is unfair because the fight was a very, very close fight. You know, a rigged fight is Gibb versus Taylor Holder because Gibb dominated Taylor in every single round. So let's talk about the fight. Round 1 and 2, Thomas won those rounds. Now round 4 and 5, those were my rounds. Now round 3, it could have gone either way, so I understand why the public's opinion is split. And for that reason, I don't want to claim the victory because when I win, I want to make sure I won clean cut, no questions about it.
After increasing pressures online from the Faze Clan and public, a controversial decision by the PBA overturned the fight in favor of Temper by unanimous decision. The PBA claimed that due to dangerous and chaotic circumstances, their judges were not able to score the fight accurately.
It wasn't even the fact that it got overturned. It was the fact that people were giving him hate for something he didn't do. He went in there, he fought a fight. The judges said he won. He obviously celebrated because he's been told he won his fight, that he's been training for so long. People are sending him hate. Every time he's tweeting, people are sending him hate. His Instagram post, when he posted the celebration post, he was getting hate.
Even though they overturned the result, like, you can't take away that moment which we all had in the ring and the fact that we celebrated how hard Kenny had worked.
I do understand why the PBA, overturned it, because at the same time, when it initially happened, I was annoyed, but a week later I got over it and I understood why they did it. It's a fan-driven sport and the PBA, they want to be involved in the whole influencer boxing.
What's ended up happening is Kenny's used it as motivation. Like, I feel like you can get motivation from the lowest points and he's definitely done that.
I think he struggled with it at the start, but I think as soon as he got back into training, I think he was just locked in for the next fight and he just determined to prove everyone wrong.
Come on, man. In professional boxing, yeah? With that fight with Catterall and Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor blatantly lost the fight. You know what I mean? Blatantly lost the fight. They done an appeal and he lost the appeal. You know what I mean? The only thing they give him, they said, oh yeah, you can have a rematch. How I felt after the controversial decision. Pissed off. But you know what? It only took me like 5 minutes to calm down because we're on the phone to Kenny.
You're gonna fucking turn into a fucking killer. I'm gonna turn you into a fucking absolute fucking killer.
Yeah.
And whoever steps into, because I'm Temper ain't gonna rematch you straight away.
No, he knows better than to rematch me straight away.
Now we have video of him.
Yeah.
And now we've boxed him now, yeah? There's no way he's gonna rematch because we're gonna have more time to fucking get you better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whoever steps in that ring, because we're gonna have to find another opponent now. Whoever steps in that ring with you, trust me, they're not seeing the final belt.
Yeah.
Trust me when I say that.
Yeah.
They've just fucking put more fuel in our system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to get started, man. This is added fuel now.
Yeah.
They don't know what's coming now.
Yeah.
Man.
And I bet you when Temper sees my next fight, he's never gonna want to rematch me again.
Exactly. That's it now. It's gonna be good, man. This is fuel, man. This is fuel, man. It's the worst thing they could have done, man.
After the dust had settled, It wasn't long before Kenny and his team were given an opportunity at redemption. This decision would surprise many and would put into question whether the rivalry is worth the risk.
Faze Sensei was the only one that made sense. You know, for storyline, you gotta give me my props for beating someone like Sensei.
Let's not run away from this just because everyone else is running away from Faze Sensei because he has all this experience or whatever.
He's either brave or he's crazy. I don't know yet, we'll find out.
I think the fact that Kenny is willing to fight someone like Sensei, who is highly regarded in the YouTube boxing game, but he wants to show what he can do against the best, and I think that's very rare in the YouTube boxing game. I think everyone wants easy fights.
Not many people fight him in the industry because everyone's like, oh, he's got experience, oh, he's got years on him.
Following the controversial overturn, the young star is now faced with his biggest challenge yet, a fight that many claim impossible to win. With a combat sports background spanning almost a decade, Kenny's second opponent is regarded as one of the most prolific fighters in all of YouTube boxing. Enter Faze Sensei.
I cannot fucking believe that King Kenny called you out.
From this fight, I want us to both bleed. I just want to go for it.
Hello, is this Cryer?
Yep. The door is open.
Yes. How you doing? You right?
Good, good. Come on in.
This is the place where I get my cryo done. This is the main man.
Come on in, come on in. How you feeling today, bud?
I feel great. We sparred today actually.
Oh, nice.
It's really good. I sparred a guy, 11 amateur fights, so it's really good work.
You ready? Yeah. Enjoy it.
So what is happening right now, often we recommend for mixed martial artists or boxer or combat sport athletes to take their gloves off when they're in there, because there's a lot of wind in the booth right now, and that basically kind of ices the hand directly, and obviously as a boxer, that's your main tool to use to score points or damage essentially. So that's why he's got his gloves off and he's rotating around. There's about 9 fans behind him right now blowing about 60 miles per hour wind. So it's like minus 125, 135 at the moment. He's got about, I think, 30 seconds left. So you can see his eyelids are getting frozen. Woo! How's that?
Amazing. Always feel great afterwards, man. I feel like I can do another 2 sessions today. 2 more sessions, man. I got it in me.
In the eyes of the public, Kenny seemingly had the perfect camp, but everything is not always as smooth as it seems.
This camp, unfortunately, I broke my nose sparring. My coach thought it was just like, you know, a little bruise. He was like, just go spar, man, you'll be fine. Even just go spar, you'll be fine. But he didn't know it was broken, so, and I don't like to complain, so I was just like, it's just a little injury, I'll be fine, let me spar, coach. I was actually saying, coach, let me spar, I'm fine. So I sparred, worst spar I've ever had. Like, it replicated the time when I sparred Chunks, because I was just on defensive mode the whole time, because I really did not want to hurt this. That's when I knew there was a problem.
Breathe through your nose for me. Okay. It takes about 6 weeks for the bones to heal. Try and avoid any trauma to the nose for about 6 weeks to let the bones heal. The risk is that while they are healing, if you get trauma to the nose, then it may just push the bones to one side.
Not the next day, but the day after, I had to go to a private clinic, private doctor to check this shit out. And he said, yeah, it's broken. You're gonna need 6 weeks off from doing any physical contact, anything, any of that shit. Any boxing I can't do, but I was like, I've got 3 weeks left to the fight, so I just have to firm it.
In boxing, it has been said that being the underdog can be a great advantage coming into a fight. Certainly in the eyes of the public, Kenny is coming into this challenge with everything to prove.
There's a lot of people who take easier fights. They think, okay, let me get an easy fight in there, fight someone who I know I'm gonna win.
Kenny doesn't care. Kenny's not scared of anyone. Kenny's not scared of anyone. Everyone's saying Kenny's the underdog. He's fought Temper, he's lost. And now apparently he's fighting the better fighter. So everyone's thinking, what are you doing? But he's not scared.
As the underdog again for this fight, it's less pressure. Obviously people's like, oh, he's gonna lose anyway, but less pressure, but more motivation to prove them wrong.
Everything can seem impossible until someone achieves it. For Kenny, a relentless inner belief carries him and his team. Against all odds, the young star prepares to silence all the noise.
He's never been a fighter to come for a war. He's never been a fighter to come forward, and all of a sudden he wants to come forward for this fight. He's had pro fights and he's never even done that, so he's not going to be able to handle the pace I'm going to bring for him.
You can expose him while being close up as well. You know what I mean? Because he ain't used to fighting, like, warring, so there's going to be plenty of space to hit him in those situations. So, like, if you're tight on the inside and he's coming forward and you're nice and tight, and then all of a sudden you rip up an uppercut hook and then down to the body and then move off, he will be they're basically saying he will be vulnerable trying to go to war. Yeah. "40 seconds, that's all it is. Positive mindset. Positive mindset. Positive mindset. Head. Keep that head moving. Intimidation in front of, yes.
As I said, even in the professional world, professional fighters, they get looked after for a certain amount of time, for 10, 15 fights, even 20 fights, where they're fighting people that they expect to beat. Whereas Kenny's getting straight in there with Temper, who was an awkward fight, and then he's straight in there with Sensei, who everyone avoids, and everyone say, oh, he's too experienced and too good. But I actually think this is a better fight. I'm not saying it's easier, but what I'm saying is in style-wise, this is a better fight for Kenny than Temper. Because as I said, Temper southpaw, 6'4", 5. That's awkward for anyone. I don't care who is fighting. Anyone would find Temper awkward. You know what I mean? But the fact that Sensei is orthodox, he's smaller than Kenny in the height a little bit, it's going to make for a better fight for the fans.
3, 2, 1, let's go. 2, 1, change. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, the fight's won right here. Right fucking here. You know, for me, it's about where you're trying to get to in life. Yeah, all that, the lights, cameras, that's nice. But at the end of the day, when the bell rings, the fans can't get in there and fight for you. I can't get in there and fight for you. Your family can't get there and fight for you. We're just working every day to be the best that we can be. We prepare for everything. We don't prepare just to box. We prepare to go to war in those moments that we need to go to war.
You know, there are some days where I don't feel like going, but it's that discipline of, you know, no matter what, I need to go to the gym. If I don't go, the other guy, my opponent, I know he's working. So that's what's always in my head. If I don't go to the gym today, I know he's working twice as hard. So I need to make sure I'm in that gym.
When someone's just so dedicated to something like a craft, and you can see how much he wants it, most inspiring thing I've seen, and he's motivated all of us.
This fight means everything to me.
King Kenny versus Faze Sensei. This is going to be a big fight.
Good. That's it, nothing but hard work. Beautiful. Sensei, be ready, son. Us.
Following an intense buildup, the time had finally come for Kenny to face one of the most feared contenders in YouTube boxing.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing the black and white, his official weight of 176 pounds. He is currently undefeated with 1 win, and that win comes in by way of knockout. Hailing from Haverhill, Massachusetts, Faze Sensei! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the green and gold. His official weight of 180 pounds and 7 ounces. And he has a record of 1 fight and 1 loss. Hailing from Watford, England, United Kingdom,
Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands. If I want to give you a breather, I can give you an 8-cat. Conduct yourself respectfully to each other and to me. Clean boxing. Good luck.
Let's see what King Kenny and Faze Sensei have for us. They come running out of their corners.
The opening seconds were filled with feints and footwork as both fighters tried to gauge each other's style.
Going with that lead left hook. Oh, what a shot with the overhand right!
King Kenny backed up again.
And there's a standing count from the referee very early here.
After a well-timed strike from Sensei, Kenny recovered swiftly, finishing the round strong and seemed confident entering into round 2.
So nice round 1.
Nearly slapping his brother Kenny in the face there.
Kenny bounces back here.
He's getting his thoughts back together and he's establishing the jab. He's actually controlling the center of the ring.
Round 2 marked a major turning point for Kenny as he continuously controlled center ring and found even more success in his most effective weapon, his jab.
The jab, Kenny.
You do that, you won the fight. No more fucking standing 8s, you understand me? Yeah, you dominate behind that left hand. Yeah, but the most important thing, stay focused.
Match, they both got pretty decent skills.
No! Big right hand again from Sensei. These guys look like legitimate professional fighters in there.
I will say respect to Kenny. He's doing much better than I anticipated.
With only 1 round to go, it was clear to see that both Sensei and Kenny were a closer matchup than many had predicted.
Both fighters look like they have plenty of energy.
Yeah, these boys came prepared for sure.
3 minutes.
You got to respect Kenny, though. He picked one of the scariest people in our community.
For sure.
King Kenny stepping forward more this round. A lot of feints here. This is some higher level stuff than we've seen perhaps tonight.
Crowd are chanting Kenny, willing him on.
Here.
As the fight entered the closing seconds of the final round, both fighters left it all on the table.
Crowd willing Kenny on. Oh, and another good right hand. Kenny goes back.
And it's a war! It's a war!
After the bell.
After an incredibly close fight, it was now time for the judges to make their decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Jack Goodwin scores the bout 38-38. Judge Ken Curtis scores the bout 39-37. Judge Seamus Dunn scores the bout 39-38. Therefore, your winner and the new ICB International Cruiserweight Champion. Your winner by majority decision. Hailing from Watford, England,
For Kenny, a moment all too familiar. Most boxers will never have to face controversy through their entire career, let alone their first 2 fights. Despite further controversy, no one can argue that it didn't take incredible courage and bravery to face and overcome one of the most formidable opponents in the scene.
I feel good. I'm annoyed.
What?
People are saying
let them talk, bro. Let them talk, bro.
Yo, bro, stop that. Stop that. Please tell your brother to stop thinking about what other people think about.
Another situation.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them, bro.
What's wrong with you? You just beat the guy that no one wants to fight.
Exactly, bro.
So who gives a fuck? You got respect no matter what. No matter what.
Outbox this prayer, bro.
What I liked about you, right?
Different.
Yeah? With all the inexperience you have, right? That a lot of pro fighters, when they have a round where they fucking get hit with a hard shot and get a count, they don't even know how to come back. After that, they're finished.
A lot of the internet saying it was a robbery, that I lost. What is your honest opinion? Because I personally thought it was a draw.
Yeah, we both said it could have been a draw. When the fight was close, when you leave it to the judges, it's tough. You know, I personally felt like some of the rounds I didn't do too. You were throwing more of the jab, you were more active, and I was going for the big shots, and I didn't know how. To be honest, I didn't know how that was going to play. When I was at the end of the fight, I was like, I don't know, 'cause I didn't feel like no one felt like they dominated the fight.
That's what I genuinely thought it was a close fight.
Yeah, when I heard I thought it was a draw. Yeah. And then when I heard that, I was like, you know, so
it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. The fans freaking won.
Yeah. So put on a good fight.
Yeah.
Respect that.
Now you got to defend the belt.
Following the online controversy, the PBA released an official statement breaking down the fight round by round in favor of Kenny, putting all speculation and debate to rest.
Yes!
Yes, bro, what's up?
Did you see it?
Wait. Oh, did they release the video?
Bro, man, go on Insta. The PBA just released the scorecards and done a whole breakdown on why you won the fight. Fucking yes, man. End of the discussion.
Finally, they actually posted it.
Yeah, they posted it on their Instagram, man.
Oh, man. That is great news.
You know what he said? After breaking down each round,
Yeah.
they were basically saying you can't win a fight based on 2 good moments in a fight.
But regardless, that's good news. That hopefully that shuts everyone up.
Listen, he's just made yourself look even better now because he just said Sensei got 10 years experience, bro.
Yeah. 10 years.
You just went in there and beat him fair and square.
Once they see one combo, they think someone's won the rest of the round. That's their issue. They don't look at the round as a whole.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think any of those teenagers are sitting there studying round by round?
Yeah.
Fight? Yeah, you definitely won that fight.
Kenny closes a chapter on a 2-year journey that saw him face 2 of the toughest opponents in YouTube boxing. Both Kenny and Sensei were honorable and showed a true warrior spirit. Although Kenny's victory wasn't how he envisioned, this shouldn't undermine the work put in to get here. After a remarkable victory and the temper rematch now inevitable, Kenny has earned his right for true vindication. Living up to his name and reclaiming the throne, your ICB International Champion, King Kenny.